If you want to homestead, Tennessee is one of the best places you should do it. Here's why. Hello, you guys, welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Rebecca. I'm a realtor based here in Middle Tennessee, and I make videos every single week talking about pretty much just all things life in the greater Nashville area, things to do here, tips for buying or selling, what to know before moving here, kind of just everything under the sun when it comes to life in this area. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that, for one, is very important and is a very big part of my life, and also something that I get a lot of questions about, which is homesteading in Tennessee. It's something that my family and I do. It's a huge part of our life and just our lifestyle, and it's one of the big reasons that we also moved to Tennessee. So if you're thinking about homesteading, like I said, Tennessee is one of the best places that you can do it, and I wanted to share a couple reasons why. So let's jump on in. So number one of the best reasons that Tennessee is amazing for homesteading is that we have a pretty mild climate here. Winters are usually pretty mild. I say that as we just had one of the biggest snowstorms that Nashville's had in the last 100 years, but that's very rare. That does not happen very often. Usually winters are pretty mild. January, February, this time of year is usually lows in the 30s-ish. This week we've had amazing weather. The highs have been in the 60s every day. So it's pretty mild. It is definitely not a super cold, snowy climate, which is great for gardening and planting seasons. And then on the other end, of course, we have hot and humid summers, but they do not last very long, and we get a nice array of the four seasons. So in terms of just general weather for being outside doing stuff, it's amazing, but it also means, like I said, long growing seasons. So that's really nice. Another reason that homesteading is amazing in Tennessee is that land here is pretty affordable. Of course, it varies depending on what part of the state that you're in, but overall, the cost of living in Tennessee is about 10% lower than the national average, and you can still get land in general here for pretty affordable prices. So that is obviously a huge perk if you are wanting to homestead. Number three is that Tennessee has no shortage of water. Coming from places out west where droughts are very common, that is definitely not something that you have to worry about here. In terms of just having water around, there is obviously water all over Tennessee, all over the South, and just kind of this part of the country. Lakes, rivers, creeks, anything. You drive anywhere and you are bound to hit some water. But other than that, we also get a lot of rain. So it's really nice for growing and farming and gardening and everything like that, because you don't have to worry about sprinkler systems or irrigation or anything like that. Like I said, coming from drier places out west, that was kind of a learning curve for us, because we've always had to have sprinkler systems and make sure that we have the watering situation covered. And here it's just rain and you have water everywhere, so it's not a concern at all. Number four is the hunting and fishing laws here. So in general, like pretty much everywhere else, most of the times you're going to need to have a hunting or fishing license, but if you own land, or if your immediate family owns land here, you can hunt and fish on your land with no license. So that's a really nice perk to owning land out here. And number five is just the community here. People love homesteading in Tennessee, and there's also more people moving out here to do it. So the community is just amazing. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups dedicated to homesteading in my area, and there's always people posting tips and asking questions, and people are just very helpful to each other. And even just out in community groups and things like that, homesteading is a big part of the culture here. So it's a really nice thing to just have support to lean on and people around that are interested in the same things that you are. So yeah, there are my top 5 reasons why homesteading is great in Tennessee. Like I said, if you have any questions on any of this, if you're thinking about moving out here to homestead, or if you're just curious about what life is like here in this area, pretty much anything at all, feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. Send me an email, connect with me on social media, whatever you want to do. I'm always here and happy to help you guys out. So until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.